Well, welcome community, family. So we're making it to the section where we're going to start looking at the charts, and we're actually going to start diving deep into this. And I got my notes here with me, as always. And I wanted to get some points off, especially with this risk management section. So this chapter section is the trading strategy. This is building the case, finding your idea, and now analyzing the charts. Everything that you're probably wondering how I do. This is where you're gonna find it. Okay. All right, folks. Let's get started here. So this part is the risk management portion. I'm basically kind of just gonna go over the risk management, how you can properly use risk management, give you some tips and how to manage it. And I'm going to give you two types because I know some of you are account flippers. Some of you like, high risk, this, da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to just give you some of the tips that have helped me when I did trade high risk and kind of give you an idea of why I switched to low risk. And, you'll see my account. I'll talk about, why I'm only going to show you. Let's just dive deep into it. Okay, so the low risk management, this is the best option for you. The only really problem is with this is it's a longevity versus a short, quick money aspect to trading. So when you're low risk trading, you're normally risking 1 to 3% or below 1%. Obviously, anything under 3% normally is considered low risk. Some people would say that 5% and below is low risk, but technically that's kind of like mid risk when it comes to trading high frequency. Anyways, so best option, the reason why this is the best option, you're less likely to blow the account. You have less emotions. It's easier to control your emotions when it comes to trading. Easier to have discipline with it because if you're trading 1%, it's going to take you 100 trades before you blow that account, okay? And it's actually going to take you more than that because it's only taking 1% trade of the balance that you have. So it's going to take actually longer to initially blow your account, and you're more than likely not going to lose 100 trades in a row. If you are, you definitely 100% shouldn't be trading your live money, like your real money. That's kind of pretty stupid. But you're less likely to actually blow the account when you low risk trade and you have good risk management. Lack of risk management will obviously eventually blow your account. You'll get too greedy, or there's factors that can obviously make you blow your account, but you're less likely to actually blow your account because of the emotion wise. Looking at $1, if you have $1,000 in there and you're taking a 1% trade, that's a $10 trade, versus if you're taking a 10% trade, that's a $100 trade. That's a little bit bigger. You really only have like 10, 15 trades before you blow that account versus having 100 or 120 or whatever it is. Like, obviously it's going off the balance, so you get more trades than just 100. Okay, so you have the most room for error. Like, you literally have, if you have lots of error, your hit rate's probably only about 40%, 50%, 30%. Anywhere under that, this is where you're gonna be at. Obviously, you have a low hit rate. You need to focus on getting good hits, and then you come to them spots. You're obviously going to come to spots where you have bigger losses, so you need to take out them bigger losses. So spend less time on the charts. If you come to a rut, take a break from the charts. Get away from the charts. Focus on your journaling. Focus on what you were doing right. Try to mimic what you were doing right. Focus on that and get rid of all the things that you were doing wrong. Obviously, you can fix them, but it's easier to do the things that you're doing right versus trying to fix all the things that you're doing wrong, because there's going to be lots of things that you're doing wrong. You just need to get rid of all the bad things that have nothing to do with helping you out. Now, that's not saying don't fix the bad things. Obviously, fix the things that you essentially need, but there's a lot of bad things that you're over trading. Just throw that out. Why are you over trading? You shouldn't be over trading. You have a plan, you have a rule, stick to the plan, stick to the rule, stick to how long you're going to trade, how many trades you're going to take. It's easier said than done, but it's possible, okay? So you need to understand that you have more room for error, and you have the ability to gain back the losses, obviously. throughout the time. So you want to look at it as a longevity, not a short-term try to get rich quick scheme. Okay, it's a very high risk, more than likely going to blow the account, not make your money. So it's a lot easier to compound when you're doing low risk. So when you do compounds, let me pull up a compound chart right here. Compound daily interest calculator right there. So let's say you got $1,000 in your account and you're risking 10%, right? Let's say you do this for 30 days, you don't withdraw no money, right? Let's see where you get to, okay? You're hitting $17,000. You're risking 10%. This high risk, you know what? 10% of trade, not too bad, you know? So at 30 trades, I'm at $17K. Okay, well, you're starting out at $100. Okay, that's not so bad, sure. Okay, you can stomach losing $100. Let's go ahead and get down here to the 15. Oh, we're trading $379 a trade. Oh, okay. So now if I can lose 10 of these and I'll lose 1,000. But if I lose 3 of these, I already lost 1,000. So you see the aspect of compounding at in high risk scenarios. Let's go ahead and look at the 25. We ain't even at 30 yet. You're risking $1,000 almost a trade. You only got 10,000, you know what I'm saying, in there. $1,000 is a lot harder to stomach than $100. So when you do high risk compounding, it's very, very difficult. Let's talk about $1,000 that, let's be reasonable. Say you do 2% a trade. All right. You want to make some money. You want to get some money. You're going to be at $1,800. You made $800 in a month, 2% a trade. Now, that's one trade a day. In 30 trades, you can make $800, right? You're only risking 2%. Look at this. Your first trade's only $20. That's super easy to stomach. You're throwing $20 away like it's nothing. Look when you get down here to look at 15. You're only risking $26. Still ain't nothing. I ain't worried about that. Then you get down here, go to 29. Look at that. $34. You're only risking $34. You can stomach that. Especially my account's at 17. Man, I gotta still lose a good amount before I'm actually back down to what I started with. So when you do these compoundings, you have to be very, very diligent about that. If you're going to do a compound challenge with high risk, it's not going to be as easy as doing a compound challenge with low risk. Low risk, low numbers, you're risking literally $20, dude. You know, obviously, if you're risking 1%, you're only risking $10, you know? So it's a lot easier to stomach what you're risking versus trying to go get rich quick, trying to make fucking, what was that, 17,000, so you'd make $16,000 in 30 trades versus making $800 in 30 trades. It's going to be a lot easier to do this versus the high risk, high reward, because you have very little room for error. We'll get into that. Let's continue with this. So it's possible to trade more than once a day. So you can break your sessions into multiple sessions a day. Obviously, you can trade more because you have lots more room for error. Remember, 100 trades before you even are close to blowing the account type deal. So that's why it's a lot smarter for people that are new to trading or people that want to really do this as a profession and really want to be serious with this, to take a low risk, low reward style trading. Now, because you're taking low risk doesn't mean you can't get a high reward. If you take a 15-minute trade, you got 3% on there, and you see it start going, and you put another 3% trades in there. Now you're at 9% for the win. You're getting up there now. Granted, it's only a trade, that's 3 trades for 9% versus your high risk. You're taking one trade at 9%, but yeah, if you lose that 9%, that's hurtful, you know, versus to you, it is what it is. I could eat that, you know, and then I can just get it back again. So that's why it's smarter to do low risk, low reward and trade the smart way, the professional way. The high risk that's obviously more of gamble trading. I'm just being honest with you. Let's see. You can you have 10 trade sessions. 3 trades minimum of a high risk trader. Oh, your 10 trades are at 1%. Your 10 trades for a high risk trader is three of their trades. So you have 10 trades taken. Like, you have the ability to take 10 trades versus they are only taking 3 trades, and you're reaching that, you're reaching 10%. Because if they're using say hold on, you trade 10, you trade having 3 trades. So say somebody that's a high risk trader is taking 5% trades. You have the ability to have 15 trades you have the ability to take 15 trades before you even hit the 15%, versus somebody that's taking high risk. They're going to take a 5% trade. They only get 3 trades before they hit 15%. So if they lose 3 trades, they're down 15%, versus if you lose 3 trades, say you take 3%, you're still only down 9%. So it's definitely way more beneficial, especially when you're new to the trading industry and trying to get into this, to take low risk. It gives you a lot easier ability to manage your risk, manage your emotions, control your discipline, and really focus in on the trading, taking it serious and not just trying to flip accounts and make money quickly. That literally ultimately just inadvertently puts you into a gambling state of mind, and that's what normally happens to 80% of traders. More than likely is they get into that gambling state of mind, and then they just give up. Oh, trading's a scam, this, that. No, you just went the wrong route, and you tried to take high risk, high reward, and you couldn't stomach it. It's part of that. A lot of people can't stomach losing money, and that's part of the game. So let's talk about how you can manage. Oh shit. Let's talk about how you can manage. Okay, stick to certain amount of trades a session. So you want to stick to a certain amount of trades each session. If you're gonna have multiple sessions a day, cool. Stick to maybe 5-10 trades a session, 1%, 2%, whatever low risk you want to take, and stick to that. And focus on that. Okay, have a percent stop for each session. 2 sessions a day possible. So that means say you want to trade 10 trades a session, but you want to be able to trade like 1 to 3%, and you want to mix it up a little bit. Obviously, you have that ability. Say you want to have a stop of percentage-wise of 5%. So that gives you the ability. You could take 5 1% trades. You can lose 5 1% trades. You can lose a 3% to 2%. You can lose a 3% to 1%, so on and so forth. It gives you that ability to kind of mix it up, and whenever you hit that 5% loss, you stop your session, or vice versa. That's kind of how you can manage your risk. Start at 1% on your start at 1%. When you get on a hot streak, you can up it 1-2%. Then always drop your risk after one loss. You don't want to try to get back of a 3% trade when you just smacked 4 of them in a row, and now you lost one, and now you're trying to get back and take 2 other trades. Then you lost that whole 6%. You lost that whole, literally, like it'd be like 8% or so, 9% that you would lose. And then you're just back to where you started. So there's no point. Always, if you're going to up the risk, that's fine. But when you get to a certain loss, when you take that first loss, stop. Don't continue the process, because you're gonna probably chase that loss, or you're gonna lose more than what you made, or you're just gonna get back to where you were, and it's just gonna suck. It's not gonna be a fun time. Okay, you want to have time sessions. You definitely want to stick to timing your sessions. You got to treat this like work. So when you clock into work, think about it. Clock into trading. If you need to, write that down. Write it down on a piece of paper. Just clocking in trading session, 12 o'clock, noon type shit. Ending my session at 1 p.m. type shit. That's how you do it. You got to be very professional about it. Like, you don't go into work and just show up to work and get to work. You check in with somebody, you clock in, or you know what I'm saying? You're always clocking in. You're always putting in the time. If you're going to put the time in here, you definitely want to track that time. You know what I'm saying? There's no point. If not, then you might as well just go to the casino and gamble your money away. That's all you're doing. You have to treat it like a job. Whether you're doing high risk or not, you have to treat it like a job. Okay? Only trade when it's your only focus. Okay? For me, I have a kid, and normally I watch him and his brother during the week. So there's times that I can get an hour free time where they're chilling, they're hanging out, they're watching TV, eating a snack before dinner, this and that. So there's times where I can have some free time, and I should focus solely on that area or wait till they go to sleep. And I don't like trading when I'm tired. I don't like trading at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I have certain things that I've noticed since like just of me trading over years that I like to stick to, that I've built in my rules and my plan to help me become profitable and get to where I am. Okay. Then compound trades and think long term, not short term. That's pretty self-explained when we were talking earlier why it's smart to compound. It's a lot easier to compound at low risk, and you should most certainly do that. When it comes to low risk trading and how to manage it, if you want to go fast and make money quick, put the leverage in there. My mentor always told me this. Well, he didn't always tell me this personally, but he always said leverage is speed, and leverage is your speed. That is what's going to make you go quicker or slower. Leverage. You need to have a leverage. That's why you'll see people get funded accounts, and now they're making good money because they got leverage. It's a lot easier to make 5% and live off $5,000 for a $100K account versus 5% on a $1,000 account, and that's only $50. Well, you're not getting very far with $50 a week or $50 a month. So you got to figure, you know what I'm saying? Leverage is speed. That's why leverage is king when it comes to trading. If you have the leverage, you can literally, there's no way you're not going to make money unless you really, really suck at trading. And if that's the case, don't trade your legit money. You need to obviously figure out if you're good or not at trading, okay? So that's going to pretty much be the low risk management. Just some tips and on how to risk or how to manage your low risk and the benefits and why it's the best option to do low risk. So now let's get to the high risk portion. And this is obviously for the people that, you know, want to go over. We're going to stop this and we'll restart it.